The story begins in Telung, a quiet, mist-covered hill town surrounded by dense forests and abandoned buildings. The atmosphere feels peaceful on the surface, but something dark lingers beneath. Aliyah, a 24-year-old woman, lives here with her mother. She is calm, intelligent, and emotionally reserved. However, for the past few months, her life has turned into a nightmare. Aliyah starts seeing black, burned hands everywhere. At first, they appear briefly, sliding under doors, clinging to walls, or vanishing when she blinks. She convinces herself it's stress or exhaustion. But soon, the hands become clearer, closer, and more aggressive. She sees them in mirrors, reaching toward her from behind. She feels cold fingers brushing her arms in empty rooms. At night, she wakes up gasping for air, convinced something invisible is choking her. Yet when the lights turn on, nothing is there. Her mother dismisses it as anxiety and takes her to a doctor, who diagnoses her with severe hallucinations caused by trauma. Medication is prescribed, but the visions only grow worse. The hands now appear together, dozens at a time, stretching toward her like they want something. One night, Aliyah finds an old photograph hidden in a drawer. It shows a burned building, children standing in front of it, and among them is young Aliyah, staring directly at the camera. On the back of the photo, a single sentence is written: "They never let go of the one who escaped." After discovering the photograph, Aliyah begins experiencing vivid nightmares. She dreams of fire roaring through hallways, children screaming, and black hands pounding on locked doors. Each time she wakes up, her palms smell like smoke. She confronts her mother, but her mother avoids every question, growing visibly nervous. Sensing the truth is being hidden, Aliyah visits her aunt, who finally reveals a long-buried secret. 10 years ago, Telung was shaken by a horrific fire at an illegal rural school operating inside an abandoned building. 7 children were trapped inside and burned alive. The incident was officially declared an accident and soon forgotten. Aliyah learns something terrifying. She was there that day. She was one of the children inside the building. Somehow, she was the only survivor. The trauma was so severe that her mind erased the memory completely. After the incident, Aliyah stopped speaking for months, and therapy helped suppress the past. The burned hands she sees now are not hallucinations. They are memories clawing their way back. Her aunt adds one chilling detail. Witnesses said the children's hands were burned black as they tried desperately to escape. As Aliyah leaves, she hears whispers following her. "You lived, we burned." The black hands are no longer silent. Aliyah begins hearing whispers everywhere, inside walls, behind doors, even inside her own head. The voices are soft, broken, and full of pain. They repeat the same words. "You left us. You didn't look back." The hands begin guiding her, appearing only on certain paths, leading her toward the outskirts of Telung. One evening, she finds herself standing before the ruins of the burned school, hidden behind trees and fog. As she steps inside, the temperature drops suddenly. Charred walls still carry children's handprints. The ground is covered with ash, though no fire has burned there for years. Suddenly, black hands emerge from the floor, walls, and ceiling, surrounding her. They don't attack. Instead, they circle her like judges in a courtroom. Through flashes of memory, Aliyah realizes the truth. She escaped because someone pulled her out, while others were locked inside. The hands pause, as if waiting for her to remember something more. That night, Aliyah's mother finally confesses. Her voice trembles as she admits the fire was not an accident. When the building caught fire, chaos erupted. Smoke filled the halls. Children screamed. In the panic, Aliyah's mother reached the exit first, with Aliyah in her arms. She heard other children behind her, but fear took over. She shut the door to escape faster. Aliyah is devastated. The truth shatters her completely. That same night, black hands appear around her mother. They grip her arms, her throat, her legs. Her mother screams for forgiveness. The hands respond with a whisper. Forgiveness was never the deal. By morning, her mother is found unconscious, her hands burned black. A spiritual elder in Telung explains the phenomenon. The children died together, in pain, fear, and betrayal. Their souls formed a collective curse, bound to the one who survived. Aliyah is the anchor. Until the truth is exposed and justice is served, the black hands will continue to spread. Soon, other residents begin seeing them too, on walls, roads, and school buildings. People start disappearing. Burned handprints appear overnight across the town. Telung is no longer safe. Fear consumes the town. Religious rituals fail. Exorcisms fail. The hands now appear in public places. In a chilling scene, dozens of black hands surround a classroom full of children, but do not harm them. Instead, a message appears on the wall. We died here too. The town descends into chaos. Aaliyah realizes silence created this curse. She goes public. She tells the media everything. Telung's dark history is exposed. For the first time, the hands hesitate. The entire town of Telung gathers in the old community hall on a stormy night. Rain lashes against broken windows as flickering lights struggle to stay alive. This gathering is not a legal court. It is a court of truth. Survivors, witnesses, former officials, and townspeople sit in silence, weighed down by guilt. One by one, those involved in covering up the school fire step forward. A former inspector admits the case was closed under pressure. A local official confesses to falsifying reports. Finally, Aaliyah's mother, weak and trembling, speaks the words she avoided for years. She admits she closed the door and chose her child over the others. As each confession is spoken, black handprints appear on the walls of the hall, slowly multiplying. The air grows heavy, and the temperature drops. People feel invisible fingers brushing past them. At midnight, the lights go out. For a brief moment, the entire hall is plunged into darkness. When the lights flicker back on, the black hands are no longer on the walls. They are hovering in the air, reaching upward as if waiting for a final verdict. Aaliyah feels them watching her. A whisper fills the room. Truth was spoken, but debt remains. Justice has begun, but the curse has not yet ended. Aaliyah understands what the spirits want. Truth alone is not enough. The children did not just die, they were abandoned. To free them, someone must return to the place where it all began. Before dawn, Aaliyah walks alone toward the ruins of the burned school. Fog curls around her feet as the black hands guide her through the forest. They are no longer aggressive, almost gentle. She steps into the ruins as the first light of morning appears. The air smells of ash, just like in her nightmares. Slowly, flames rise around her, not normal fire, but cold, black fire that does not burn. Aaliyah kneels in the center of the room and speaks aloud. I survived. You didn't. I stayed silent. I'm sorry. The black hands surround her, lifting her gently off the ground. For a moment, it seems she will be consumed by the flames, but instead, the fire fades. Aaliyah's body collapses to the floor. The hands slowly dissolve into smoke, leaving behind silence. By sunrise, Aaliyah is gone. No body, no ashes, only peace. Weeks later, Telung begins to heal. The burned school ruins are demolished and replaced with a memorial for the lost children. Their names are finally written where they can be seen. People no longer see black hands in shadows or walls. The nightmares stop. The town breathes again. But Aaliyah is never found. Some believe she died. Others believe she was taken by the spirits. Children in Telung sometimes say they feel warm hands guiding them safely across roads or away from danger. Unlike before, these hands are not black, they glow softly. On certain nights, villagers swear they see a woman standing near the memorial, watching over it silently before fading into the fog. The final line of the story reads, "She no longer sees black hands everywhere, because she became the one who set them free."